Hello my dears and welcome to my channel. As always, I am very happy and grateful that you chose to spend your time with me, and supporting my channel is very easy. Like the video, leave a comment, subscribe, or click on the notification bell of when you would like to be notified of when a new video comes out. And I hope that you are doing well, but if not, I do hope things will get better for you soon. But in the meantime, join me in meeting the wisdom of the trees oracle. And this deck was created by Jane Struthers and illustrated by, I hope I can pronounce this right, Meraylah Allwood. And it was published by Watkin Publishing. Tongue-tied there. And it retailed at the time it was published for $19.95, and the box itself is 6 3/4 height across 4 3/4, and the width is 1 1/4. And the title is on all sides, which I love, because depending on how you stack it, you'll still be able to identify the deck. And it does have a ribbon, so you can pull this out, and it's pretty neat. And on the back we have some teaser cards, and it says reconnect with your natural world and discover your true sense of self. Inspired by the serene and majestic beauty of nature and rich with insights from spiritual traditions from around the globe, the superbly illustrated oracle deck will help you use the ancient wisdom of trees to gain new and profound levels of awareness about yourself, your relationship, and where you are headed. This kit contains 40 beautifully illustrated oracle cards and a practical full color handbook that explains how to read them, understand their deeper meaning, and integrate their messages into every aspect of your life. Okay. Alright, so the little card holder, there's no ribbon, so you pretty much have to pull everything out. And I am not a fan of these types of card holders because over time the cards will not stay in this, and they will eventually pop out and stuff. So you're just going to have to pour them out because there is no ribbon, and the insert is not removable unless you rip it out. So that's one of the things I do not like, are certain card holders. All right, so let's see. So this is Jane's only deck, and let's see, Meraylah Allwood, I'm sorry if I butcher that name, has a few other decks, and they've done Forest of the Enchantment Oracle, Forest of the Enchantment Tarot, and I'm assuming that they've illustrated on those decks as well, because they illustrated on this one. And I will link their socials so you can check out their artwork and everything. And so let's go back to the cards. So the cards are smaller lengthwise than the tarot, as you can see, and they are wider, so they are 4 1/4 height and across 3 inches. And the deck itself is about an inch or so width. And if you use any reversals, I know a lot of people don't use reversals and oracles, but some people do, they will be revealed. Okay. Trying to bend these cards back. All right, so let's go ahead and explore these cards. Okay. So the cards we'll just go ahead and look at the cards first, and then we'll go ahead and explore them. So basically, you just get a illustration of the tree and the name of the tree. And I think this would be a good like journaling if you want to basically learn more about different trees. You can basically just pull the card and maybe even find out where they're located and see them in person, or just go on YouTube or something, or websites, and familiarize with the tree. Oops, didn't realize that one was upside down. I really like the illustrations. Alright, so that is the deck itself. Okay, so the cards, if you've noticed, they have a certain border around them, and so they are that way because they are separated into different categories. Now, you don't have to use the categories if you want to, but you can. The reason they did that is so you can focus on something specific in your life. So these colored borders represent root, and these are associated with trees that can help you to become grounded. Okay, And then the next group is the brownish, and these are the trunk cards. And these focuses on trees that can help you heal physically or spiritually. And then we have the green. These are the leaf categories, and they focus on trees that can enhance your spiritual wisdom and awareness. And then the last one is the flower, fruit, and seed category. And these are the cards that explore trees that can help you manifest your power in the world. Okay. And the cards are flexi bendy. They're a little glossy. They seem like they're pretty durable, not very flimsy. All right, so let's go ahead and explore this guidebook. Okay. So it's 80 pages. And we have a dedication page. And we have the content page. And so we have the roots, which represent being, the trunks, which are healing, the leaves, which are wisdom, and the flower, fruit, and seed represent power. And then you have your different cards in there. They're not alphabetized, but they're pretty easy to look at it and find the card. All right, so then we have the introduction to trees, and goes through the background of the cards, and the book will describe the mythology, symbolism, and power of the 40 of the world's trees. And it also introduces you to the diva or nature spirit that works in conjunction with each tree to give you that tree's message. Okay, and you can pause that and read that at your leisure. Okay, then tuning into trees. And this just goes into, if you want to kind of familiarize yourself with trees in general, and kind of look at them in a different way, kind of more deeply, and just maybe sit near one to kind of get familiar with its energy, and with the seasons, study the branches of the trees and just kind of familiarize yourself with different trees. And I'll let you pause that and read that at your leisure. And sensing a tree's energy. And the book suggests you ask the tree's permission if it's okay, and just gives you a guideline on how to get in touch with the tree's energy. And then goes into explaining the devas, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, and nature spirits. And talks about those. And how to use this oracle. Basically just gives you suggestions on how to use the cards with the book, and then working with the deck. And gives you some questions you can ask, and I look at all of this as suggestions because how you choose to interact with the cards is personal. And you probably have your own way of doing it. But I still read this section as something I might have missed or something new that I could try. And then we go into spreads. We have a single card, a sample reading, past, present, and future. And then they give you a sample reading on how to use the cards in a reading. And then we have a horseshoe spread with a sample reading attached to it to give you an idea how that one works as well. Okay, and then we go into the meaning section. So we have the roots section. And in the book, you are given the name of the card, the keyword, and the species name. And then we have the nature spirits message, and then some factual info about whatever card you are reading from. And then you have a upright and reverse meaning to the card. And then you get in this little circle here, oval, I don't know the shape, but yeah, you get more factual information. And then we go on to the trunk, and it's the same thing. It's the same setup. You have your color, different way. So it's nice also for if you go on a hike and you come across any one of these, you can learn a bit more about it. And then we go into the leaf section. And then you have the flower, fruit, and seed section. So it's a pretty condensed guidebook. And then we have some nature sanctuaries that you can explore and find out more about. And then we have some suggested bibliography and further reading. And some useful websites. And then we have an index. You don't get many indexes in guidebooks. And then we have acknowledgments, which is always nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and shuffle. And since they are smaller, they might be easier to shuffle. And you can always overhand shuffle. Shuffling is always a personal thing, or how physically limiting. And then you can cut the deck into different sections and just pick them up, gather them, or you can spread them out on the table, or you just spread them all over the table. So it's totally up to you how you want to shuffle. There's no right or wrong way to do it. All right. Horse chestnut. Okay, let's see what it says about a horse chestnut. So it's in the green section, so it's nice. Instead of looking it up in the index, you just go to the leaf, and there's the horse chestnut. Okay, so we have consideration, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce the species name. I'm not going to butcher it. Horse chestnut deva message. My shiny brown fruit has many practical uses, yet children enjoy playing with it too. I can teach you how to consider the advantages and disadvantages of everything you come across to help you gain greater wisdom and understanding. The horse chestnut got its name in the 16th century because Turkish soldiers used to feed the brown fruits to their horses. A single specimen of the tree was sent to the botanical gardens in Paris, from where its popularity spread. Children liked the tree because they played with the fruits, attempting to smash their opponent's chestnut with their own, a game known in Britain as conkers. The fruit, which are toxic when eaten raw, were used in the past to make soap. Creams made from them are useful in relieving venous congestion, varicose veins, in other words. And they are native to Native to Southeast Europe, bears candles like flowers and fruits encased in a spiky shell, and it grows to 92 feet or 28 millimeters tall. Okay, and upright, something is puzzling you. Hold it up to the light. Hold it up to the light of careful thought, and do not be in too much of a hurry to solve the conundrum. Sometimes the answer is slow to arrive, but do your best to be patient. Reversed. Try to avoid rushing to judgment or arriving at instant conclusions, because these may mean that you have ignored important considerations. Be particularly careful not to assess other people's actions at superficial level. All right, then. All right, so that is basically all I have for this lovely deck. And let me know what you think about it. And it has been out for a while. Let me see if I find the copyright date on it. Let's see, 2017. So it's been out for a little while. If you have it in your collection, go ahead and drop a comment, whether you liked it or you didn't, pros and cons. If you have this on your wish list, let me know about that as well. If you purchased it after seeing my video, I would love to hear about that, because a lot of people are on the fence and like to watch these videos so they can get a general idea of what the deck is about. But once again, thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I hope that you will join me with another video. But until next time, take care and goodbye, my dears.